Took this trade in the C period. You can see where I'm waiting for it to get above that overnight high, which is that orange line, kind of move towards the VA high, and that you have the low volume node right there that I have highlighted. Anywhere up in that area is what I'm looking for. Right there, I'm just kind of measuring to get an idea, how far that stop is. Right here, I put the contracts in. I don't want to see it extend any higher, especially break that B high. And then I'm looking at one right around the open, so I'm front running that a little bit. And then you had the VWAP there. And then I thought we would dip down into that other low volume node there at the bottom, possibly headed towards that settlement from yesterday, which is a green line there, if it really got going. So the first thing I'm looking at is to get back under the overnight high, which is that orange line. I just wanted to see this. It looks to me, you can see the node there, the volume profile, how it's pretty balanced. So I thought we were rotating back and forth. We were making the trip. C tried to break B, couldn't do it. So I thought we'd get a little bit of an extension down here on this lower part. And like I said, the first order is right around my 27 ticks. I was trying to get a little bit more than that, but that's also where that VWAP area is. And I wanted to front run that open and then be in front of the value area low, which I am, no problem. I highlighted that area because, I wouldn't want to see it bounce out of there. If we come down and it stopped right at that halfback or stopped right at that POC, especially if we changed time periods and then started to come out of that, I'd probably close this trade. Right there, I'm just marking my 27 ticks so I have an idea, where it was originally. Kind of thought it would let go a little bit more than it did. This is sped up about twice as fast as the original pace that it was at. So I was trying to extend those targets. I thought it might flush right through there and take out the target where it's at. So I was trying to stretch a couple extra ticks out of it. But you can see that kind of the step right where my 27 mark is. If you look at the volume profile, you can see how it drops off there. And if we get below this 27, I definitely wouldn't give it back. And that's kind of what I end up doing here. See right there, I thought I was going to push right through, but you had that VWAP there. So I brought that up and took it at the 27 ticks. And now I'm looking at this second target. I still feel pretty good that we would get, if we got down to that open, because the C period pushed up so high, failed to break the B. I thought, there's a good chance that we'd come down and possibly take out that A low and dip into that low volume node there and possibly head towards the settlement, like I said, which is the green dash line there that I have with the arrow. So I wanted to front run that, and that area looked good to me. Could have been a little bit more aggressive here, maybe, and added another contract, especially if we would have bumped up a little bit higher than that POC. But in my A period, I had one that came all the way down, and I thought it was going to flush through there. And I ended up giving back like 3 points. I got to 40, and I ended up having to take it at about 25 because it was basically the B period, and it come back and would have completely taken me out if I didn't take it. So I was a little bit leery whether we were going to make the full rotation or not. So I just held with this one instead of adding another one back in there. And we didn't really get high enough to where I would want to do that. Maybe if there was another time period. Right here we start pushing through. And right there, it takes me out for 57 ticks on that second one.